Mary Anne Grady-Flores is a grandmother from New York who participated in an anti-drone protest at Hancock Air Force Base. And at one point, she decided, along with her fellow protesters, that they should get a picture of the event. So she stepped on the property briefly of the Air Force Base and took some pictures, and nothing happened. She didn't threaten anybody, she wasn't out of line, she didn't assault anybody or scream at anybody or anything. In fact, at one point, it was kind of cute and funny because she didn't know how to work the phone on the camera on her iPhone, and somebody was helping her, right? Totally non-threatening situation. Well, she was arrested because she dared step a fucking toe in the specific area that was on the Air Force Base, and then she was brought up on trial. Now, already this is incredibly infuriating because there's this thing called prosecutorial discretion. It's one thing to arrest her, and that still is you're going way too far because you're inconveniencing her tremendously and you know that she's not a threat. So you're just being an asshole. But then to not use your prosecutorial discretion and to actually bring her up on trial? It's amazing. It's amazing. She's a grandmother. She's a grandmother. So, what law did she actually violate? Well, they say she violated, quote, a protection order filed by an Air National Guard commander against anti-war protesters. A protection order. A grandmother violated a protection order. Who was she threatening? Who needed protection from her? What's she going to do? Was she going to bake you an apple pie and then watch reruns of Murder, She Wrote? What are you doing? What are you doing? So you ready for this? She was found guilty. Sentenced to a year in jail. They're appealing the decision, but either way, this should make your blood boil because we don't know how it's going to be ruled when you go higher up. Let's stop and think what the United States court system wants to tell us. They want to tell us that exercising your freedom of speech, your freedom of expression, and your right to petition your government for redress of grievances, okay, that's not protected by the First Amendment protection of free speech, free protest, and petition for redress of grievances. That's not protected, even though that's literally what it is. You're literally doing a protest and doing free speech. But the government says, no, free speech is not free speech. But giving unlimited corporate contributions and billionaire contributions to candidates to buy their political positions and destroy our democracy, that is free speech. To say that the system doesn't make sense is such a tremendous understatement that we need to come up with a fucking new language to try to describe it better. Just how amazingly ridiculous this is. Free speech isn't free speech, but buying politicians, billionaires buying politicians and getting whatever they want, well, that is free speech. We're arresting grandmothers for speaking their mind and saying, can we have peace? We're anti-drone. We don't want to blow up kids with drones. Oh, how irrational. Oh, we need to protect yourself. She's violating a protection order. Protect yourself. It's very scary, calling for peace and whatnot. That grandmother, you know how they could be. Hold the frying pan and hit you with it, or the rolling pin thing. Oh, they could be scary. They could be scary. The drones are less scary, but she's scary. Got to put her in jail. Put her in there for a year. She's clearly a threat to society. Don't tell me our justice system isn't a joke when you hear a story like this, man. Unfortunately, we've gone so crazy in this country that speech isn't speech, but buying politicians is speech.